We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica. Seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, I know some people is going to be vexed, but hey, look, we are the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We don't care, we don't care no balls to any guy, and we just tell people the truth. And the only thing you can get over here is nothing but the truth. You understand? So there's a narrative out there about Junior Reid, eating the ranking meat. Yes, but Buju Banton is a big bow cat too. It's not only Junior One Blood Reid, as they allegedly says, that and we're not going to delve into people's personal life, but sometimes, because when you have people who are looked up to, you have to understand that others have to, because that these people are seen as role models, whether or not you want to believe it. Yes, they are seen as role models. Yes, especially both men, Buju Banton and Junior Reid. But the thing is that, hypocrisy, and people, when them like people, them try to protect them, or if them don't like them tell people, them talk on them, tell the things on them. So because, most of them would rather Buju Banton over Junior Reid. So them make sure them plaster anything when them hear about Junior Reid and run with it. Although them know of things with Buju Banton, them not going to do it, because most of them ignore them conscience, because all Jamaican people operate. If them like you, you can't do anything and them absolve you because them like you. Just so you go. So, yeah, we'll make you see the woman. Yeah, man. We'll make you say a woman that Buju Banton eat like a specialist. Yes, so as we tell you already, we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we don't hold balls in no guy. We just tell you as it is. So we're going to make you see the woman, Buju Banton, yeah man, eat like a specialist. So, you understand? So I know Junior One Blood Reid as Rasta. You understand? Buju Banton and a Rasta still. I will tell you the same long year Harry. So the hypocrisy of public stance versus private behavior. A deep dive into human contradictions. So one of the most glaring contradictions in human behavior is the difference between what people publicly profess to believe and what they privately do. This classic example of hypocrisy has existed throughout history, from religious leaders preaching piety while indulging in vice, to politicians denouncing corruption while engaging in unethical practices behind closed door. Corruption 101. So at its core, hypocrisy reveals the tension between societal expectations, personal identity, and the complex realities of human nature. And say people, especially artists, people look up to them as role model. I don't know why. You understand? Because they are just human beings just like you and I. But some people worship them. And then we are dead for them, whether or not you want to believe it. So you have to understand it's a social pressure and the weight of conformity. And that everything now where that was taboo is normalized right now in the world. Yeah, man. Things that were once considered taboo is normalized in today's world. Whether or not you want to believe it. Because everyone wants to be, accepted. Taboos that don't normalize in today's world. So in today's rapidly evolving society, many practices, behaviors, and subjects that were once considered taboo have become normalized or even celebrated. And the changes in societal attitudes reflects shifting cultural values, technological advancement, and growing focus on individual freedoms and rights. So we soon go into it and tell us, some things. I remember, back then when I grew up in Jamaica, if a man say a bowcat, a bad thing, no, that's not nothing. A man even advertise all themselves. Yeah, man, for do all them things there. We say a policeman that was when you there Portland on social a video and near out a woman vagina in a police uniform, disgraceful, behavior unbecoming. And guess what? Instead of, he was being condemned by, some section of the public, another section rooting for him, and even women who wanted him to do the same thing for them. That is just disgusting. So many people, a key driver of hypocrisy is social pressure, particularly the desire to conform to societal norm or fear of judgment. When people want others to accept them, not them dirt behavior. So many people are keenly aware of the consequences of deviating from accepted standards, especially in environments where certain behaviors are stigmatized. For example, individuals living in a conservative religious or culture settings may feel the need to publicly denounce behavior such as premarital sex, drug use, or even certain lifestyle choices, despite privately engaged in or supporting those actions. Alright, so like when I was growing up now, a man who's unknown, but a man with a bowcat. Back then, you could have even lose all your life, that, I tell you, in the 70s and 80s, just by doing that in your private business, that a woman come out and say you do it, and there's evidence to prove what she say are true. You as a man, you could have lose your life back in Jamaica. Now that's something that normal. Man, I do it, a Rasta do it. Rasta, we say a Rasta. Rasta man. See him with a big fat woman and them thing there, and I tell you, all him dread and all of them something, them just disgusting. So the only thing is that now, the man them has infiltrated the Rastafarian movement, but you have all kind of people now in it. You have all protege and chronics and all of them people there, them in a rear admiral behavior and all of them things there, and you have Rasta where them on a Rasta, you have Isaac Buchanan, a big rear admiral, because say is a man, him take it, you understand, him bend over and take it, Vibes Cartel, him not take it, him give it, and him always surround himself with all kind of rear admirals. So I just saw it go. Buju Banton now, as a Rasta man, him surround himself with another rear admiral, the guy named Chief Curry. Yeah man, who link with Jad Source, King Evil. You trouble them people there, you must expect say them are open up the gate of hell for you, because them that Satan them. Yeah, you understand. So I'm moving on. So a key driver of hypocrisy is social pressure. As we tell you already. So many people are keenly aware of the consequences of deviated from the accepted standard. So in Jamaica, as we tell you, men that use bowcat, you ever take all coke, you get beaten and all them things there, and I just saw it usually in our community. Certain things was people totally against it. Even in our community as a youth, you couldn't even touch ganja and all them things there until you reach a certain age, because you will get flagging for that, you understand? For example, you understand? So as we tell you already, So despite private, so although them publicly say them denounce Bowcat and them thing, most of them, enough of them are Bowcat and they're quiet until them get exposed. So so the narrative when I've heard about Junior Reid, them feel for talk about Buju Banton because it is known that he is one of them too. So this external pressure creates a powerful incentive to project a socially acceptable image, even when it conflicts with one's private reality. Take for instance, public figures like celebrities or politicians. Their reputations often hinge on their perceived adherence to cultural values. So they might adopt stances that align with the expectation of their audience while hiding their true beliefs or behavior. So like a man that say, oh, him born Batman or him, him born Rear Admiral, but yet still, you might see him one of them things where him, like all a guy when him Q45, yeah man, Elephant Man producer, like all him now, him one of them, based on information received up there, him, the man there, go round, them go there and go round there too. Mash up a whole heap of young girl, and turn them in a round, turn them round in a round wall for days. Them, but I mean, how them do it still though, it's just sick. So in many cases, social media exacerbate. Yeah, so the curated nature of platforms like Instagram or Twitter means that people often feel compelled to present an idealized version of themselves. The pressure to appear perfect or morally superior online can intensify the gap between public performance and private behavior. Personal shame and guilt, the emotional background. Yeah man, you soon get to see the video of the woman who Buju Banton. Yeah man, near out her vagina. So hypocrisy is not always about deception. For many, it is rooted in deep feelings of personal shame or guilt. When an individual's actions conflict with their internal moral code, they often struggle to reconcile the dissonance between who they are or who they wish to be. To cope with this inner turmoil, some people publicly condemn the very behavior they struggle with in private. So like how you hear them say, boy, them born Rear Admiral, but yet still, them a go round there of a woman. And because it's a woman now, them say, no, we don't know Rear Admiral because it's a woman. I still round there gone, so you're still a Rear Admiral. Rear Admiral just confined us to man going a man rear. So you go. You understand? Once you go round there, you're a Rear Admiral. So I'll Q45 on them guys, they are big Rear Admiral. We are telling you that. For example, a person battling with substance addiction might actually criticize drug use in public spaces as a means of masking their own vulnerability. In their mind, condemning others allow them to project strength and control even as they privately grapple with their own challenges. This type of hypocrisy can be viewed as defense mechanism, where public condemnation serves as a way to divert attention from their private struggles, preventing the shame from becoming public knowledge. At a deeper level, people often use public disapproval as a way to overcompensate for their own perceived moral failings. By creating a stark contrast between public condemnation and private indulgence, individuals may convince themselves and others that they are ultimately good people despite their internal conflicts. So, sometimes they have the fear of consequences, this tragedy of survival. Sometimes the hypocrisy isn't driven by guilt or social pressure, but by sheer pragmatism. Fear of facing the consequences of private behavior becoming public knowledge. So most of the time them hide them thing there and say when they reveal publicly, most of them are always deny it. Although them know say are true, but them can't ignore them conscience. Many cases, individuals may feel that the repercussion of being honest about their actions are too severe to risk. Alright, look now, like right now, the whole world knows Vibes Cartel, Buju Banton, and all of these guys, them involved in a rear admiral behavior. Isaac Buchanan, Chief Curry, and you can go on and on. You understand? While some of these guys portray themselves to be Rasta, them are not Rasta. Long hair are them, because they don't practice the faith. You understand? Behind closed door, them do things. Rasta not involved in a coke dealing or TS coke. And you see Buju Banton, because you hear say, Alana save, Lana, that time baby mother. And she saved many artists from getting for not end up getting them faculty, the mental faculty destroy. And you understand? So that's why Dave Kelly used the producer Dave Kelly used Baby Sham back then to beat him publicly. Most of music them where you hear in the 90s them where you hear Baby Sham do and music, a Buju Banton him attacking and music them. I beat him with a rear admiral behavior and all kind of thing. But most Jamaican, them can't. That's why even to this day, him and Baby Sham are still no friend, because Dave Kelly used Baby Sham. They want to drop word upon him, expose him. You understand? Yeah, so nice brother. You understand? So in many cases, into individual them feel the repercussion of being honest about their actions are too severe to risk. This is especially common in political, professional, or legal contexts, where there are
Mrs. to this. Yeah man, it is I man, I invite all ones. Now do remember Lena British birthday bash in a place called Marketplace Mecca nightclub scene. June the 7th, Stone Love, Boom Boom, and a whole host of other entertainers in the place scene. Alina British, be there to Mrs. to this.
Yeah. On the 7th of June, we are going to Mecca. That time of the marketplace, no time now waste. Mecca nightclub in the marketplace. 7th of June, and you know so that a forward soon. And the Empress Lena Earthstrength celebration. Boom boom! I got there. Stone Love, I got there. So you know so the fire, the streets, the uptown, the midtown, the roundtown. It a go nice, it a go wicked. When I know man powers, so I wanna give me my flowers. I deserve every pollen, every bloom, every blossom I put in my hours. British Lena. See ya. See? You got the Empress celebrate the Queen. Yeah. Burn it down.
Yeah.
There.
tangible punishment for non-conformity. Politicians, for instance, may champion laws that restrict certain behaviors, such as drug use, extramarital affair, or even financial regulations, only to be caught engaging in those same activities. The fear of losing votes, financial backings, or political power can compel them to adopt a hardline public stance that doesn't align with their private actions. Their hypocrisy becomes a survival strategy and a way to maintain influence or credibility in their role. This phenomenon is not limited to politicians. Corporate executives, religious leaders, or community figures may feel forced to publicly uphold a set of values that ensure their career advancement or social standing, even when it contradicts their personal choices. The disconnect between the public persona and private behavior in these cases is less about morality and more about navigating the consequences of being exposed. So you have a thing when you have unconscious hypocrisy, blind spots and internal conflicts. Not all hypocrisy is calculated or deliberate. Sometimes individuals are unaware of the contradictions between their public declarations and private actions. Cognitive dissonance, a part of philosophy, the discomfort people feel when their behavior doesn't align with their beliefs, can lead to a kind of mental blind spot. In such cases, individuals may generally believe they are living up to their public standards, even when their private behavior tells a different story. For instance, someone who rails against environmental destruction might regularly use single-use plastics to fly frequently without realizing the hypocrisy of their actions. This unconscious hypocrisy often stems from a lack of awareness about the full impact of their choices or a failure to examine the nuances of their behavior. Yeah, we know the goldfish is them gone already, so as we tell you over here, so I know for goldfish them, it's all about to educate, edify, and inspire the people them to aspire them to be better than version of themselves. So we just educate the audience. So some people that say, why does it matter? The real world impact of hypocrisy. The consequences of hypocrisy extend beyond the individual, affecting society at large. When public figures or leaders are caught in contradictions between their words and actions, it erodes public trust. People begin to question the legitimacy of their authority, their sincerity, and the value they claim to stand for. This is a particularly damaging when leaders are tasked with upholding the laws or social standards, as their hypocrisy can contribute to widespread cynicism and disengagement. Moreover, the persistence of hypocrisy in public life can send dangerous messages when individuals who engage in hypocritical behavior are not held accountable. It normalizes dishonesty and fuels the beliefs that integrity doesn't matter. So this can undermine the fabric of social accountability and give rise to a culture where saying one thing and doing another becomes acceptable, perpetuating systemic problems. So ultimately, reducing hypocrisy requires both personal and societal change. On a personal level, individuals must develop greater self-awareness, allowing them to examine the inconsistency between their values and actions. Being honest with oneself is the first step towards addressing private behaviors that conflict with public stance. From a societal standpoint, we need to foster a culture of compassion rather than judgment. Many people fear admitting their contradictions because they anticipate harsh repercussions. In Jamaica, people not even hide that against them about cat and them thing, while some still do, because a man wants to know say boy I'm firm and believe in the laws of nature, and that if God wants you to do that, God will put it in your mouth. God will put you, put the woman vagina in her mouth for you man suck it. That's why God put it so close to the woman, body. You understand what I'm saying? So if society create more space for people to reconcile with their private struggles without condemnation, fewer individuals might feel compelled to engage in hypocritical behavior. So enough of them enough of them long hair they're hypocrite them. So furthermore, accountability is key. Public figures especially must be held to higher standards of integrity. When leaders and role models practice what they preach, they set a powerful example that others are likely to follow. Confronting hypocrisy, whether in ourselves or in others, requires courage, but it is a necessary step towards building a more authentic and trustworthy society. By understanding the complexities of hypocrisy and addressing the underlying causes, we can move closer to a world where public and private lives are more aligned, and where honesty, integrity, and self-awareness are valued over the illusion of perfection. So we know that there's no perfect human being, and we know that. So the false narrative surrounding reggae artist Junior One Blood Reid versus Mark Buju Banton Myrie. Reggae music, one of Jamaica's most treasured cultural exports, has produced numerous influential artists who have shaped the genre and brought its message to global audiences. Two such artists are Junior One Blood Reid and Mark Buju Banton Myrie. While both have contributed to reggae in their own ways, it is essential to critically assess the content of their music, their actions, and the impact they have on society. So while Junior Reid's music stands as an emblem of cultural upliftment, empowerment, and positive messaging, Buju Banton's controversial history reveal a stark contrast that some fans choose to ignore. Yes, Buju Banton promotes the raping of women and the killing of victims of crimes and witnesses. On the contrary, Junior Reid music don't support violence. Junior Reid's legacy within the reggae is one that promotes unity and positive consciousness. Songs like One Blood have become an anthem. Have become anthems that transcend borders, advocating for a oneness of humanity. Reid's message is clear. Reggae should inspire, uplift, and bring people together. His music resonates with listeners, seeking hope, strength, and cultural pride. It reflects the core principle of Rastafarianism: peace, respect, and spiritual elevation. So that the man not sing about no kill nobody and no inform and say you for rape woman and no, him not do them thing there. So on the other one, yeah man, Buju Banton body of work tells a more troubling story. His earlier songs, such as Boom Bye Bye, promote extreme violence, include the murder of gay people. Yeah, we don't support that kind of thing because look here, we are not God. You understand? And in Jamaica, I'll do a song about Boom Bye Bye and them thing there. I have never seen or even read where people kill people because them indulge in such behavior. 99% of the time in Jamaica when gays are killed and them love always do it. Yeah man, I just saw it go. I tell you that. So we know we know three guys who were police officers, and the three of them were murdered the same year in Jamaica, 2014. The first one is Peter Lewis. Him left from New York, God, Montego Bay. You understand? I know all them have way of meet up online with them Rear Admiral people, and him go down there and why he mash up the next Rear Admiral, and the man him want more of the man Batty, and the man say no, him can't manage him, and them start fight and the man kill him. Next Rear Admiral kill him, and them charge to kill Peter Lewis, Peter White, and no Rear Admiral, Peter Lewis. Him I'm a junior man, so him come from Port Maria, St. Mary. Alright, then you have another guy now. See him come from Port Maria, St. Mary too. Named Kirk Palmer. He was a detective. Bad police doing a fearless, heartless stuff. I tell you, man. And the man just totally different. Same thing with him. The man the brutal, but him get a brutal death too. Peter Lewis was killed in the Peter Lewis was murdered February 2014, and Kirk Palmer was killed March 2014 too in Montego Bay too. Where one of him lover now, him get one of the wickedest death because them is a knife them use and come like that. The knife is a surgical knife. All him, I never see the thing, but based on what's the information that passed on to us, from other police officers. Then you have a next policeman named Hugh Manning who leave from Georgia and went down to Jamaica, and he was killed by another policeman in a car, naked as the damn barn. With that, the case can be solved easy because the person who killed him was a policeman at the time, and the police then cover it up. So anytime Rear Admiral dead, 9 out of 10 times at them same one kill them. So those are 3 police officers whom I known personally. Rear Admiral them, and I've seen Rear Admiral kill them. No one has been arrested and charged for killing these men. So moving on. So we're talking about Buju Banton now. So though he later attempted to distance himself from his particular message, his reputation has been further tainted by his personal actions. Most notably his involvement in drug trafficking, which led to a prison sentence in the United States. The video evidence of Buju Banton tasting cocaine during a drug deal and giving his approval of its potency shattered the image that many had of him as a righteous man following Rastafarian principle. This man was always a long time. Rasta not dealing with cocaine. Because cocaine is something that destroy people, and especially black family. You understand? So that's why when I give credence to this guy and him thing, when I know how women support him, when he promote raping of women at gunpoint, say if a woman now want to give him, and if he take it at gunpoint and inform of death. So we don't support people like him. For those who are unfamiliar with the tenets of Rastafarianism, it's worth noting that the faith strongly opposes not only cocaine, but all form of chemical substance that degrade the human body and spirit. The fact that Buju Banton, a public figure who often claimed to represent the Rasta culture, was caught engaging in such activity reveal a deep hypocrisy. Rastafarians believe in natural living, the use of ganja for spiritual purposes, and staying clear of harmful practices like drug dealing. In this context, Buju's action go beyond personal failure. They represent a betrayal of the very philosophy he purported to uphold. But you know, so the people them, him support him, fans them no hold him accountable. So anytime you hold somebody accountable, anything goes. You understand? Him try to kill all him baby mother, Lana, him daughter. Him try to kill all him Lana brother. All kind of thing and him involved in killing a Sebastian. That's a guy who write the album Till Shiloh. And him no want to give the man the money. Him involved in a destruction of some other artists when him give them seize the spliff. Wicked brother. No, but you know, Satan himself. But you know, some fans them no see say people who talk against him is because them are haters and because them can't sing like him. Like yours truly. I just believe in a not who is right but what is right. A man who promotes a boy for rape woman and all them things at gunpoint. Them the man are not supposed to get no support from women. But you know, say Jamaican woman, them vile and wicked. They must say, oh, no me, until it reaches them. So, we'll continue the journey. So what's most alarming is the degree to which some of Buju Banton's fans are willing to overlook or justify these actions. Cognitive dissonance play a significant role here. Fans are reluctant to accept the truth about someone they idolize, even when the evidence is undeniable. So even although them say Buju Banton a taste of coke on camera, them say a AI manufacture, people them are real dummy. And them say I frame the man when them hear the man attack on the video too. And the other two Jamaicans who want him them plead guilty and testify against him. So instead of acknowledging the artist's criminal past and moral feelings, they cling to a curated image of Buju as a virtuous man when the man has Satan himself. But the reality is starkly different. He's not a hero, not a cultural ambassador for good, but a convicted criminal whose past actions and musical messages promote violence, degradation and crime. So for music now uplifting as Junior One Blood read and Everton Blade on the other, but Everton Blade on the other because the man in a bowcat thing. So what's even more frustrating is how social media personalities attempt to muddy the water by circulating baseless rumors about Junior Reid while protecting Buju Banton. A narrative has emerged suggesting that Junior Reid was involved in an incident on the back road of Portmore, St. Catherine, where he supposedly engaged in oral sex with a sex worker, violating Rastafarian principles. However, these allegations are unsubstantiated, and one must question the motives behind spreading such rumors. Could it be that these so-called social media entrepreneurs are trying to deflect attention away from Buju Banton's much more serious transgressions? I do believe so that them are do. So Buju Banton's, call look, if you notice, Junior Reid and the man are going to meet with all them man, you're going to see Junior Reid on a court deal and them thing. But I'm not want to believe it. The only thing I know Junior Reid did really involve in was the Sandakan, when Sandakan take away using passport for go foreign. And having spoken to some people who know Junior Reid good, and I know them too, even I understand even artists. What happened then? Some people say, boy, you can't blame him because if him live in a bad man place and man at, him have to just give them in passport. Although them, you understand, so. And although him not address it publicly, that's one of the things because he remain silent. Silent mean guilt, you understand. And he never address it. This man has been, killed more than, Sanakan dead more than 32. This man is dead now more than 34 years, you understand. And him not even, Junior Reid not even do interview, you know, I tell you. So Buju Banton relationship, this is a woman now where Buju Banton Nyam with Lena British, ex-girlfriend of Owen Rifle Clark, a notorious figure in British link-up crew who was murdered in 2019. Is another glaring example of Buju Banton's disconnection from righteous life he claims to lead. Reports of his indulgence in oral sex with Lena British directly contradict the same Rastafarian values he supposedly represents, and it raises important question about how Buju behavior is glossed over by his most ardent supporters. So let's be clear, Rastafarianism as a belief system denounces oral sex and the use of hard drugs like cocaine, homosexual, rear admiral lifestyle. Yet Buju Banton, a man whose public persona is built on being a Rasta, has been documented engaging in both drugs and oral sex. The hypocrisy is not only personal, it reflects a broader moral feelings, a fraud perpetrated against fans who believe they are following a man of virtue. The fact that Buju Banton was convicted of cocaine trafficking and sentenced to prison in America is well known, but it is rarely highlighted in conversation about his influence on the reggae genre. Why? Because his defenders often prefer to focus on his music, using it as a shield to protect him from the rightful criticism. So if you notice, anytime I do an interview, nobody asks about the coke thing, because they are his biggest defender. I was on the thing the other day, I talk to some people, I talk about Rasta and Bob Marley and everything. I put know them, I ask them nothing about the coke thing. Nothing, you know, see. Just like how you see Vibes Cartel do an interview and them ask him about the killing a lizard. And him say, boy, the quote say him innocent. He never say no kill lizard. And then him say, boy, him say him innocent and him kill lizard and all of them things there. And him say a circumstantial evidence. At least him address it. So you understand. A whole heap of people him involved, him a mouse, him a day, him but Vibes Cartel. But like how him a get old now, he might have come to Jesus, but you must remember, sir, there are many people that he is responsible for them to go to the departure lunch. So as you know, that Buju Banton defenders, you know, they are quick to dismiss any critique as jealousy or attempt to tear down a beloved figure. But this protective stance is intellectually dishonest and morally dangerous. It suggests that someone's contribution to music somehow excuse them from accountability for their actions. So on the other hand, Junior Reid has largely steered clear of such controversies. His music continues to inspire generations of reggae lovers with a message rooted in peace, unity and cultural pride. Yet, instead of focusing on his positive contribution, certain individuals push salacious, unverified rumors about his private life. This tactic not only distract from Buju Banton's very real misdeeds, but also attempt to tarnish the reputation of a man whose career has been built on positivity and cultural enrichment. I don't believe Junior Reid go bow. I don't believe that. Believe you me. So the truth is that the narrative constructed by fans and social media about reggae artists need a serious overhaul. Yeah. It is time for people to critically evaluate the figures they choose to idolize and recognize that musical talent does not automatically confer moral authority. Buju Banton may have a place in reggae history, but his legacy is one marked by violence, criminality and hypocrisy. In contrast, Junior Reid stands as a beacon of what reggae should represent, a force of good in the world, untainted by personal scandal and cultural degradation. So we must hold our cultural figures accountable, not just for the art they create, but for the impact they have on society. It's not enough to create music, beautiful music. Artists must also embody the values they preach. When they fail to do so, as Buju Banton has, it's up to the fans and the public to demand better to call out the hypocrisy and uplift those who truly represent the best of our culture. Artists like Junior One Blonde who continue to inspire and elevate without compromising his integrity. So it's essential to acknowledge that if we are going to discuss integrity and behavior that contradict cultural values, Buju Banton cannot be excluded from the conversation. The information that has surfaced regarding his involvement with Lena British, including allegation that he engaged in oral sex with her, directly contradicts the Rastafarian principles he claimed to uphold. So based on the information received and obtained from reliable sources, it appears that Buju Banton has not only engaged in behavior that goes against these cultural and religious norms, but is also reportedly well versed in such practices. This further highlights the gap between the public image he projects and the private actions he indulged in, reinforcing the need for more critical examination of the figures we choose to elevate in society. Ultimately, Buju Banton's actions reveal that he is no stranger to hypocrisy, and those who continue to defend him should reflect on the values they are truly supporting. It is crucial to hold all public figures, especially those who represent influential cultural movement, accountable for their action both on and off stage. So we know that in today's rapidly evolving society, many practices, behavior and subjects that were once considered taboo have become normalized and even celebrated. The change in societal attitudes reflects shifting cultural values, technological advancements, and the growing focus on individuals' freedoms and rights. So here are some key areas, where what was once considered taboo is now mainstream. Discussion of mental health. Yes, in the past, mental health issues were often shrouded in silence, stigma and shame. People suffering from conditions such as depression, anxiety and PTSD were discouraged from discussing openly. Fear of being seen as weak or unstable. Today, mental health has become a prominent topic in public discourse, with increasingly awareness around the importance of emotional well-being. Social media, therapy, and movement like Break the Stigma have helped to normalize conversation about mental health, encouraging people to seek help and support. So, things that were taboo, and like body modification and body positivity, tattoo, piercing, and other forms of body modification were once considered fringe behavior, often associated with rebellious subculture or seen as unprofessional. Today, tattoos are commonplace with people from all walks of life, including celebrities, professionals, and public figures, sporting them proudly. Similarly, the body positivity movement that shifted societal views on beauty standards, where discussion about weight and body image were once laden with shame, there is now greater acceptance of diverse body types, and more people are encouraged to embrace self-love regardless of size. So, divorce and non-traditional relationship. Divorce was once considered shameful or even forbidden in many cultures, especially in religious communities. Today, divorce is increasingly accepted as a normal part of life, and the stigma surrounding it has significantly diminished. Similarly, non-traditional relationships such as open marriages, polygamy, and cohabitation without marriage have become more accepted. Society's emphasis on individual happiness and personal fulfillment has contributed to the shift as people increasingly prioritize personal well-being. So as things, and then you have an interracial and intercultural relationship. You have people who are environmental activists and all kind of thing. And you understand. So as society continues to evolve, many formerly taboo topics are gaining acceptance, reflecting a broader cultural shift towards openness, individual freedom and diversity. Anytime you hear them talk about the diversity or they talk about inclusion, you don't know, say, I madness they talk about. So while some changes may still be controversial or resisted in certain circles, the overall trend is one of progress in today's world. What was once considered deviant or unacceptable is now often viewed through the lens of personal choices, human rights and social justice. This normalization reflects a growing emphasis on compassion, inclusion and understanding across a wide range of issues. So a man like Buju Banton now, them man they are hypocrites when they come on to stand firm in what them believe. Them just say something publicly, but privately them do something totally different. So all of the people them who follow them people and idolize them, these are people who are very dishonest. Yeah man, all I supporters them are Buju Banton fan, very dishonest. So as we said to you before, hope you enjoy listening to us telling you about the hypocrisy of Buju Banton, and you have seen the woman for yourself, Lena British. So, and you have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.